Hey, hello, happy almost New Year. Here we go. I'm right down to the last days of the old year, looking at the new year staring us in the face. So happy Tuesday. Get ready for it. It's coming our way. I know it's just another calendar day, but it is one of those days, and we think about it, and suddenly we have to start writing 2022. Not only do we have to remember that it's January, we have to write 2022. Man, I'm still thinking it's 1966 for all I can remember. Anyway, glad you're with me today. Let me share a thought or two with you. As I said, we're coming to the end of the year. So come on into my little world and we'll think together for just a moment. Today I was thinking about what should we consider for the coming year. I don't like the ideas of belittling what's been in the past necessarily. Sometimes we need to say, man, that's not good, let's get rid of that. But at the same time, we can look at what we've done and say, what do I do for the new year? I've worked hard, I've tried to do well, been tough things we've dealt with, and maybe we're coming out on top in a lot of ways. So when we face a new year, what do? More of the same, just trying to keep up. No changes coming down the pike in that way. Just do the best you can, and that's about it. Well, maybe there's something to be said for that. But just because we don't make any great abrupt changes doesn't mean we aren't trying to renew and invigorate and trying to build something even better. For where you've got something good, one of the great things you can do is build on it. Build something even better on top of what's already good. We just want to keep getting better at it. I think about the musician who learns an instrument. Does he come somewhere along the line say, got it mastered, don't have to practice ever again? Generally, when you're good at a thing, you work at it, you keep practicing. I don't care how far you go in sports, you still go and work out and try to build and get better and faster and stronger, or a better shooter, or whatever it might be, depending on the sport. That's the way it works. We understand that. And should life be any different than that? No. Let's just keep getting better. So, I'm kind of reminded of in Ecclesiastes 9, we're reminded that whatever you do it with your might. Make a concerted effort. As we go into the new year, let's make a concerted effort that whatever we do, let's give it what we've got. Do the best we can. Challenge ourselves and everything around us with the very best that we've got. I'm thinking of the Old Testament story of David. 1 Samuel 17, there's a story of that giant Goliath and how he defied the armies of Israel and so forth. And ultimately, David gets to the front. His father sends him with food and so forth. And he makes his way to the front and finds out what's going on. And he says, why didn't somebody go out and fight the guy? And his brothers try to hush him up. And David said, I'm ready to go and fight. Ultimately, the word gets to King Saul, and David gets before Saul, and he tells Saul, said, don't let anybody faint. Don't let anybody be downhearted. I'll fight. Oh, Saul says, David, you can't go fight him. You're just a youngster, and he's a great warrior of many years. David said, you know what? I fought the lion and bear protecting my father's sheep, and I go out there and I'll fight this guy, and he'll be just like one of them. He said, I will fight. I think it's important that we think about that. He says this man has defied the armies of God. Basically, he says when he confronts the giant, I come to you in the name of the Lord. Maybe we get the idea that God miraculously controlled everything that happened there. And I don't know how much the Lord was involved in the stone and exactly how it flew. But the thing that strikes me, and I want us to remember, is that David gave it everything he had. He went and picked the stones that he was going to use. He had them along with him. He was the man who was practiced with the sling. Don't think he wasn't. And when he went out against that giant, and when he ran forward towards that giant, he used every amount of skill and strength that he had. When I was a little boy, we learned to sing the song, one little stone went in the sling, and the sling went round and round. It was David's sling, and it was David slinging it round and round. And he said, one little stone went up, 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 and the giant came tumbling down. That's the song we sing. Did the Lord have something to do with the accuracy of the stone? I can't say one way or the other in that. But I've got to believe that David, when he went out there, he used every bit of skill that he had, every bit of courage he could put within himself. At the overwhelming size of the man, here the young man David goes running to the field and he uses what he's got. And when he let that stone fly, it was as if it was taking down the largest bear, largest lion in the countryside. And when it struck, I've got to believe, I do believe, that his aim was right on that spot. Did it vary a little bit? I don't know. But if you're going to take down a giant, where are you going to hit him with a stone? It went to the right place. You see, I think when we move forward, we need to look at our hands. We need to look at our hearts. We need to look at our abilities. We need to see the things that we have done, the things that we've done well, the things that we have brought into our lives, the things that we've practiced and put together, the things that we have learned along the way. And when we take the things that we have learned and we put them into work and we place them in God's hands, that's what the wise man was saying in Ecclesiastes. Give it all your might. Whatever your hand finds to do, do it with your might, your brain, your strength, your heart. Put yourself into it, he was saying. And that's exactly what David did. And I think that's what the coming days deserve. Whatever is going on in our society around us, whatever pandemic or endemic or riotous problem or political unrest or whatever might be around us, let's give it our very best. And when we've done that, we'll find the year truly is a good year. You know, John Lennon's song says, "And so this is Christmas, another year over, another just begun, a new one just begun." Really, I think we look at it and we say, and so this is New Year's, another year over, and a new one just beginning. Instead of making a great list of things you're going to adapt and change in your life, why not amplify? And you can do that, that's fine. Change some things in your life, but why not amplify the things you've done well and do them, if you can, even better, and put your whole might, as the writer tells us, put your whole might into what you're doing. That'll make it an even better year. Don't surrender. Don't step back. Put your whole might into it. Hey, I'm glad you're with me today. It's a great day, beautiful Tuesday, and the new year is coming, so we'll share some more a little further down the way, but I'm so glad you're with me today, and I hope that's an encouragement to you as we move forward. Again, thanks for being with me today, and I'll talk to you later.